everybody, Nooblet here. Happy Friday. Hope you all had a good week and enjoyed your last weekend here before we last saw each other. So what are we doing today? Let's do a quick recap of what happened last weekend and this week technically with BlizzCon and N7 Day. BlizzCon turns out we are getting no Diablo 4 despite all the rumors. I guess they were either fake or Blizzard is deciding that they are still going to keep it just as an unconfirmed rumor maybe for another year till they've got something more solid. Who knows? There will also be no Diablo 3 expansion of any kind. Not really in the traditional sense. No full expansion. We did get the news that they will be remaking Diablo, the original Diablo, within Diablo 3. And you'll even have the choice of leaving it all pixely and looking old, and they'll be limiting the movement to 8 directions and so on and so forth. So there's that. I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's as cool as an entirely new expansion would have been, but it's kind of cool. Second of all, with that remake, they're also bringing back the Necromancer, both male and female this time around. And this, however, will not be free. This is going to be part of a pack that they're going to sell. Price has not been determined, I guess, or they're not telling us yet. I believe it's going to be called Rise of the Necromancer or something like that. And it's going to be some sort of like anniversary event going on. I think the Darkening of Tristram or something to that effect it's called. So there's that. As far as WoW news, well, they just promised more patches, more content till the next expansion releases. And I think what they're basically saying is each expansion in itself, like at the moment of release, is going to be smaller, but they're going to be putting in bigger content patches. And I don't know. I don't entirely have faith on what they say on, regarding WoW because that seems to change on a daily basis. So everything that they usually say at BlizzCon usually entirely changes by the time they actually get around to rolling it around. So we'll see what happens with that. Next up, N7 Day, they did in fact release a new trailer for Andromeda. And it went on sale for pre-order. The actual game, the collector's editions at the very least, and I think you can pre-order any edition of the game at this point. Collector's edition, I gotta admit, it's pretty cool. They actually have 2 levels of the collector's edition. I looked into this. The first one being a die-cast version of whatever. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's basically their version of the Mako. The new Mako, we'll call it. But there's the first collector's edition that is just a die-cast version of this, you know, little model that you can put up on your shelf, kind of like all the stuff that I have back on those shelves that you currently can't see. Or there's actually another, more expensive, of course, collector's edition that has a remote control version of that same vehicle. And I believe that it's going to be remote control via app, both Android and iPhone, I can assume at this point, at the very least, probably Windows Phone. Or Windows Phone still a thing? I don't know. Anyway, so that was really one of the biggest news that there was. They gave us a little bit more details on the characters themselves. I know they did a Q&A about where the Mass Effect series is going as a whole. They are claiming at the time being that Andromeda is not the beginning of a new trilogy, but rather a standalone game with the possibility of continuing. My guess is they're probably trying to see how successful the game will actually be. I mean, the reality is that they have reason to be a little bit concerned, I suppose, or like to just tread cautiously, because if you all remember, and if you don't, the ending of Mass Effect 3, we've talked about it. I'm one of the people that didn't like it, but I wasn't to the extreme that some other people were. They actually ran into the problem, if you all remember, where people were actually returning their copies of Mass Effect 3 after they finished them because they were so disappointed and so upset with the game. And not only did these people try to return their games, retailers actually accepted and did full refunds on these games. I believe Amazon and GameStop were among the retailers that completely accepted the games, like, oh, sorry, it sucked. Yeah, here's your money back. And because of that, partly, Mass Effect 3 dropped in price within months. It was down to like half of its starting price. So my guess is that they're trying to, rather than plan a new trilogy from right now, they're going to see how much they can sell of Andromeda, and if it does well, they might continue it. That's where I'm thinking they're going. So at the very least, it looks like because of that, whether they decide to continue or not, Andromeda will tell sort of like a neatly wrapped story, one that could end at the first game or could continue. So we'll see what happens with that. What else have we got? Yesterday, Dishonored 2 released, actually, and I got my copy of the game. And I did order the limited collector's edition, whatever it was. And it came with some pretty cool stuff, actually. Let's start with this. So this mask, it's actually really cool. I really love how detailed it is. But despite the fact that it looks full size, like, you know, it pretty much looks like it would fit you, it's actually too narrow. Like, if you notice right here, you can kind of tell. I mean, it's not obviously going to be as obvious from the camera, but this is actually really narrow here. Just like, but otherwise, it looks pretty much life size. So it's actually a pretty neat thing to put on a shelf. I really like it. The other thing that it came with that I thought was really cool is this. It actually came with a ring. Unfortunately, in a nice, neat little box. See? Unfortunately, the ring doesn't actually fit me. Or, I think it fits my husband in, like, his pinky finger. And it barely fits me somewhere on my index finger. So, we're kind of in between sizes on this ring. It doesn't entirely fit us, but it's still kind of cool. Something to put on the shelf. There it goes. Something really cool to put on the shelf, so that's been added to our collection. What else? Oh, there's this. So I had yet to get this game. I posted a picture on Instagram. I got it. I picked it up the other day. I went shopping on Sunday. I was supposed to go grocery shopping. I ended up at Best Buy. That's how my life works. And I found this. So I had been looking at this game, Unravel, on Origin. They've been telling me about it forever. And I don't know. I thought it was really... I thought the game looked cute, I guess. And I haven't even actually opened this. I didn't purposely wait for you guys here. I just actually forgot to open this. I don't know if I can open it, apparently. I'm failing at this. Oh! Wait, what is... It comes with extra yarn in case what? He starts... Is he posable? Oh, I think he's posable. He's got some wire inside at the very least, so... There you go. I don't know. I think this is adorable. This is totally my type of thing. This is probably also going to go on a shelf somewhere over there. Oh, see, I can hang him. Maybe that's what the yarn's for. Okay. Anyway. And yeah, you might have also seen for N7 Day, I decided to do my nails in an N7 Day theme. So, we'll see what the next theme is. Obviously, N7 Day passed already, and I got to do something else with them. But in the meantime, they'll stay like that. So this Sunday, I'm pretty excited. It's actually my birthday on Sunday, and I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, aside from go out to dinner with some friends. Probably play some video games, and that's about the extent of my plans. I'll probably sit here and record some videos for you guys, too, so there you go. Alright, so I think I've rambled on long enough. We've just got one more thing to talk about. That's actually two. One. One more thing to talk about, and that is, Dead Space. The Couples Therapy Dead Space series, I swear to you, is cursed. We recorded this past weekend probably about 3.5 hours of gameplay, which would, you know, at an average of 30 minutes an episode, came out to about, 6 episodes or so. And it wasn't until I went to do the video editing for these videos that I realized we didn't record any gameplay video. I don't know what happened. I had to check the settings on OBS and see what went wrong, but there's no gameplay video. There's audio. So there's full game audio, there's full voiceover, and the webcam is fine. But there's no video, no gameplay video to go along with all this audio. So I'm trying to decide what to do, because the reality is that I don't want to replay those 3 hours of gameplay. Two things. It's obviously boring to do something that you just did. And that's something that you just can't really hide on camera. I can't really hide it in a voiceover because the commentary would be completely different. There would be no surprise in what you're doing. It's like you just did this. At best, annoyance would come through more than a surprise than anything else. And I don't want to fake surprise at something jumping out at me because, oh, that's just retarded. I'm not going to try to fake any reactions to the video. So we're trying to decide what to do with that. At this point, we're considering doing the next few episodes as just a podcast. If that's something anybody would be interested in. I don't know what to do about the video yet. It could just be a looping animated background. For all I know, it would be the Windows screensaver star background. You know the one I'm talking about, the one that's existed since like Windows 95, I think. Um, or I don't know. I don't really know what to do about the video. I don't, I don't have the skills to create a full cartoon for it, like I've seen other YouTubers do, and I don't actually have the skills for that. I was okay in 2D animation in school. I wasn't great at it, and I certainly don't even have the time to create like 3 hours of an animation. So we're not even gonna go there. So yeah, we're thinking of posting it as a podcast. I don't know if it would be here to YouTube, if I would just upload the audio file somewhere else. I don't know. I'm taking suggestions from anybody that, has any. If you think you'd be interested in just the audio and hearing our random thoughts and ramblings that happen throughout the game, I would be happy to post it over here. Otherwise, the series might just end and we might move on to Dead Space 2 because, as I mentioned, we're not going to replay those 3 hours just to get the gameplay video. We could skip them, but unfortunately, in gameplay time, we actually did about 4 chapters worth of Dead Space 1. And I could skip it, but you would have ended up here, and now the story would be here, and I feel like that would just be confusing to watch. So, there you go. That's what happened with that, and that's why there's been no more Dead Space videos. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys are okay with the podcast, let me know, and I will go ahead and get those posted. Probably same thing in 30-minute segments. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you guys later.